Hello and welcome to another update video on HBAR. Yeah, the HBAR chart is still in a pullback, but we are still holding above our green line here at around 22.5 cents. I find that quite important. That's where the previous swing high is located. I see this like a pivot. Maybe we are simply coming down to retest this previous support line. Or no, it's actually previous resistance, right? Maybe it will act now as support. I mean, to be honest, it was already retested, right? We had this breakout above this level here, around 22.4 to 22.5 cents. We had a rally and then corrective pullback, hold above, yeah, just a retest and another high. But now we're coming down again. Yeah, but it's a corrective pullback again. It's just a little larger because it started from higher, exactly at that 28-cent resistance level, right? And now we're coming down, and we might just come down to test that level once more. So be prepared for that one more low. Possible. We can also see that on the smaller time frame. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But overall, let me tell you that the uptrend is still intact. This pullback is not substantial enough to really break the overall uptrend. Of course, it could happen, so it's important to understand what are the levels that would confirm further that this local uptrend is over, and we might come down again and maybe even test this larger support area between 9.8 and 12.8 cents. Now let's take a look at the smaller time frame, and here you can see the support area. It's actually important to recognize that here this 22.5 cent level, that's the 38.2 retracement. That's exactly where that breakout point is. We can actually add the green line here, yeah, as well, plus minus a few cents. That's not so important. But this line is important, and I could just shift it down a little bit because, I mean, that wick isn't so important, but here we had a swing low exactly there. So it's just overlapping with the 22.5 cent level, the 38.2 retracement. Really an important one. And we could just come down, as I said, to test it once more. Looking at the nanostructures, this corrective pullback is obvious. I mean, again, don't get me wrong, breaking below 22.5 cents isn't so important from an Elliott wave point of view. It wouldn't rule anything out. The 20.5 cent level is the critical support level here from an Elliott wave point of view, yeah? EW. Because the 50% retracement is normally the key support for the fourth wave. But the ideal one is just the 38.2 retracement. So we'll see if the bulls can defend that level. At this point, I can identify an A, B, C structure to the downside, but I think we might need one more low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some coins have already potentially bottomed there. We might need one more low, but any break above initial resistance at 25.2 cents could indicate we've bottomed and we are moving up. And that is then the point where we need to not worry about, but where we need to think about, okay, is this now just a B wave bounce? And do we form actually a larger A, B, C structure before we go higher? Possible, especially in a fourth wave, very common, maybe even a triangle. Or is this already all of the wave 4 and we're going higher directly in a wave 5? Again, we won't know that until we really see more of the structure of the rally. But I can tell you that this is the area where the bulls should show up. Whether they need another attempt or break out directly isn't really so important. Just recognize that 25.2 cents is next resistance, and the 22.5 cent level is the next key support level there. That's the update on HBAR. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. I also invite you to join us on X for additional updates. Here you can get additional video updates and analysis, tips, tricks. You can ask questions and everything. So check it out. I'll post a link in the description and in our comment section here. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.